Good evening, my friends. I'm not going to cry, I hope. Thank you so much for your condolences, for your donations, and for your kindness, and for watching me even. I was so lucky on Wednesday to share with you. I needed that. And life is not perfect, but we can make the best out of everything. This is for spiritual reason video, but channel, but sometimes for entertainment as well. I will tell you a story from the morning. I took my box with sewing equipment, and the box is full of junk, and I didn't want to walk 2 times to the basement, so I grabbed whatever, and I'm opening the cabinet for craft. Everything is on the floor, and I'm looking at this. First I want to cry. I was so angry, and then I thought, life, if you has a bomb, show it to me and I will kick you. And I said, I'm not going on my knees. I will pick up every item standing, and I'm very flexible because, I have the bleeding disorder, flexible joints. So I was picking up and telling myself, you can do it. You can do whatever you want to do. And I have to. It's not easy, but I talk with 3 wonderful people. First from victim services from Red Deer. I don't know how they know about me, but they must, because they send the policeman to inform us. The second person was a policeman from Langley, really nice guy. Thank you, Sam. And then with Gwen from Funeral Home. And I thought, well, everything is turning upside down and you will be fine. You have to believe it. So when you feel sometimes that you are on the bottom of everything, there is no other bottom, start telling yourself what to do and don't let yourself to break down. Sometimes we have to, but so I would like to ask everyone for prayers for Janet Burke and Tom Burke, but especially for Janet, that she will find the hospital will find the donor for her kidneys. How wonderful she is to all of you. She is giving those free readings. She's purchasing them. So, Janet, we all are praying for you. You are a walking angel on the earth. And she talked with me yesterday, and she's like a big sister to me. And I'm worried about her. And thank you for your condolences, donation, and have the peace, that I was able to achieve. And as well, Cash Peter reached me with the beautiful email that so I will take rain check for your offer. And many psychics were talking about me. We have really nice community. So many, and Lina Rodriguez, she's a very good, famous psychic from Australia. She said she grabbed the tissue Kleenex when she heard about me, and she reminded everyone that she used to give me the name, the Psychic Violetta, the godmother of psychics. Thank you so much. Christina Rayano, thank you for your wonderful gift. And Jolene, as well, I will take rain check. And Marta from California and her husband, thank you for trying to look for Leszek with me. It was just we finished talking about 1 hour, and her husband was telling me that about Leszek, but he couldn't trace him yet, and Leszek was already in Canada. But that time I knew that I'm joking, and I started really, and I didn't want to go to official way because I didn't want to hurt Leszek in case he's illegal, but he was legal. He had permit for work, and especially Janet and Tom, thank you. I will be talking about that. Melania and Don Don, they had twins. She as well have a twin girl, and he had twin boy. They call them Mimi. So both of the twins have the same name. Mimi him, Mimi her, boy and girl. And they are eci peci in Polish coins. Now they are everywhere together. Today they were together on the plane to North Carolina and California. What a good couples. And so, and GOP party changed the name. They are not going to go by GOP, they are going to be called Chicken O Party. So instead of G, it will be CO Party. And because they don't have backbones, they all obeyed Trump's dictatorship, and they did what he told them. Unbelievable guy that they chose. And I gave him a new name. I gave him a name instead of Pete. Yep, I don't want to. Pete Hexet, and he will be Secretary of Defense. I gave him a name, Pete Exit. Sounds very similar. And I did vision about him. When I closed my eyes, I saw him. Oh, I saw the door being closed because I asked about how the Pentagon will accept him. And I see the door being closed. So that means that they might be doing something behind the door, or they might not really accept him. They might not welcome him. I can't imagine the real officer, the real army people who are brave, they will be doing this to please him. So how will be the Pete Hext well-being in the Pentagon? He will be cheating. He will be doing this, that's the cheating card. He will be working, of course, in the fire. But he will think the grass is greener somewhere else. I don't think he will like to be there. When you are not welcome, when they are closing the door in front of your face, that's not a good sign. Mitch McConnell had the courage this time because he's quitting. So he said, I don't care. I'm not going to obey Trump's rules. And those two ladies, Collins and Polish name, and I don't remember, but Markowski. they have bombs. But I should say something else, but I don't want to. So the Pentagon will work hard, they will connect and celebrate, but they will backstab him. Eventually the Pentagon will backstab him. And he will think that somewhere else he can have a better life. He didn't have any shame. Any shame. When they were telling him how a bad guy he is, and he didn't have any. But what to expect from Don Don? He wanted Matt Gaetz to be there. Who knows, maybe they will be accepting him. Okay, how many enemies can one person create during the lifetime? Don Don, before he was first-time president, in years between 1973 to 2016, he was really busy being in the courts over 4,000 times. 4,000 times people took him to the court. He was such a cheater, taking advantage of workers, not paying them, contractors, not paying them. He was, and he even friends like Pompeo is his enemy. He's not giving him protection, and he is with how many people he hates him? Doctors, because he wants to well, he wanted to do something with doctors in veteran office and patients. I'm from Canada, so I might not be completely that. Patients, scientists, government workers, real patriots with German government, UK, France, and many other countries. He's upsetting. He's scaring UN, United Nations, LGBTQ, gay, lesbians, and everyone else, and white women, color people, because most of the white guys, are kind of like him. And journalists, immigrants, reporters, freedom lovers, book lovers, teachers, low and other low made like people who don't make too much money, and guns people who don't like guns, because the other group, they love it, guns. Democrats, lawyers, CIA will hate him because he will give them a director the same way as he gave them today, the Pentagon. So, and honest people wouldn't like him. People who are suffering from weather disasters, because they will find that he is not looking after them. And, floods and fires. Army people will not respect him. The women in army, they will not like him. And they were stopping nomination under Biden, so who knows how they will be still treating people, minority people, and people who have family member who can be extradited, or people who have worker who is going to be who is leaving even country because is afraid, or will be afraid to show up for work because will be afraid for losing being abducted. And human rights people, public defendants, VA workers and healthcare workers, because he would like to, he wants to take off Obamacare and social insurance, apparently. So, can you imagine how many vigilantes will be walking on the streets? How many vigilantes will be feeling that they can connect and do something? I said I see 2 attempts. How many more? I have. And then the prices will go up. The eggs are already up. And if someone will get bird flu, he will not allow the doctors to share this information. How good daddy he is to his own country. The law eventually will pick up with him. The secrets will come out and people will know and people will reunite it. There will be riots. He's only from Tuesday and tomorrow is, because the video is recorded on Friday evening and it's for Saturday morning. This is the, I was saying, tornado and avalanches will happen. So it's something that people will have, everyone will have reason to feel differently about him. Half of the country apparently was voting for him. I don't think so. I was saying that there was some cheating and it was. And Vivek and Melon are in rift. So they don't like each other anymore. They have different opinions, and that's the 2 ballerinas in one theater that they don't, or drama queens in one theater, they don't like each other. We have to wait until Don Don and Melon will start being on each other, playing on each other's nerves. But when I ask how will Vivek feel, because Melon has still the protection of King Don Don. So Vivek will feel, and I saw a van. We had Van Amera. I love it, that van. It was getting old, but it was so fantastic to drive, and I love it to drive in that because I was sitting high and I could see through the windows everything. And in that van we were sitting always in the front and the kids were at the back. And Leszek loved to read, so he will pull the chair, on the second row you had the chairs that you can twist it. And he will put his legs on the sofa, because there was like double sofa, you can sleep in that van. And we did that, and we were pulling trailer behind. The trailer was old, the van was not, was 4 years old when we purchased, but I had that until my son Roman said, "Mom, you a hippie mom, you better sell it." So 20 years ago, I saw 20 years ago, yes, I sold it, and I'm still heartbroken. So how will Vivek feel? He will be very creative. He will be going to the doctor, so he will feel hurt, but he still will be able to fulfill his dreams. I don't know how, but he don't want to give up completely to be in favor for Don Don. But sooner or later he will withdraw himself, like sitting on that turning table. He will withdraw himself from. Well, he had to wear the belt because we never let them to drive without the belt, but he still was able to put his legs and put the chair really low, so he was, and he could read. That will be the Vivek. He will not be driving. He will not be behind the steering wheel. He will be just enjoying the ride for himself. So it's nothing really good from that. He still will have like pleasure of visiting people and doing things, but not too much of the power. And that's what I'm seeing. And Pompeo has good supporters of people who can be very practical to use. And I think he was general, yeah, general. So don't mess with him. But Don Don wants to actually. He wants to mess with people who upset him. And Pompeo wanted to be a president, so that's upset Don Don. I will put 3 cards for Pompeo. I see him walking on the tower, on top of the tower, and looking from the tower. In the cards, tower is symbol of shakiness, something unstable, something bad, something unpredictable, unsafe. He will have fun. He will get out of his cave. And, well, he might move somewhere else so he's out of Trump's face. But don't be surprised that he will try to get revenge. Maybe he is not that kind of guy, but we will see. Don Don has so many, absolutely so many enemies. He's surviving so many years, but how many years of luck he can have it, and people will be upset because all those promises that he promised will turn out opposite way. The lack of people who were working in USA will affect so many families. There will be not enough daycare workers, not enough gardeners, not enough people who will be doing the dirty jobs in the big city, cleaning streets or taking garbage. Payback. I'm sorry. I feel better. Yeah, I feel much better. I want to send everyone's blessing to everyone, the people who are suffering from those fires, who were affected by the floods, and now that they can have mudslides in California or floods. All of you, we want to send you best energy and protection. And to people who are suffering from losing someone or being depressed, please go for help. If you can't help yourself, if you can't motivate yourself. And I was today upset, and Cheryl sent me right away nice pictures. And thank you, Cheryl, so much for being with me and helping me. And Richard, thank you, honey. Thank you for going to work and giving me some time so I can deal with the other problems on a phone. Today I was so many hours waiting for two phones on two phones. I gave one to one agency, another to another agent, to the police, and one to the funeral home. So I was carrying a bag of those phones with me everywhere, even outside when I was going with Vivi, because I didn't want to miss any of those calls. Even to the bathroom, I had to be ready for every moment to be catch with the, to talk with them. But life is still going on. Life is beautiful, even for people who are suffering. As long as they are alive and they can put up with the pain and suffers, tell yourself life is beautiful and smile. I'm suffering. And I was crying to Gwen from the funeral home. But I'm giving myself to do that. Once in a while I have to do it. But once in a while I'm just asking life, show me up, so I can kick you. And I'm still kicking. All the best to every one of you. And remember, I love you. Take care of each other. Bye-bye. And love everyone who is around you, because life is so unpredictable.